You guys started your recordings?
I'm starting them now.
Give me a second. Yeah.
Take your
I'm just pulling
time,
up the
Misk.
tabs.
No.
No,
Okay,
go
I'm here.
faster.
I'm here.
Go
I'm here.
faster.
It's
Go.
recorded. It's on. Ah!
Hey,
Yes.
I think I broke my toe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which toe?
It's the pinky toe on my right foot.
No, you've lost a bean.
I lost one of my beans. Anyways, hey guys, we're the Phonies.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Why are we called the Phonies again?
Because we phone each other?
I don't own a legal U.S. passport.
I think I
No,
was
actually, not according to the government, U.S. government. None of us are real.
None of us are real. I'm not real.
I think I originally was like trying to come up with some sort of like dumb name, and I was like, we're what podcast, and that was what my first thought was, what podcast, but there's already a similar podcast out there.
There's already
the podcast, and then I was just like, do you know why the word phonies is in my brain ever at all?
Why?
Among Us joke.
I don't get it.
Using the word phony instead of imposter.
Oh, okay.
You're
a phony.
There are phonies betwixt us. Sorry, there are phonies betwixt y'all.
No, there are phonies betwixt us. There are impersonators within our ranks.
Who is the impersonator?
Let's see.
Is anyone in a person right now?
A person will be inside me on Monday.
Oh.
No.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure, like, Fuzz could vore me or something.
I
mean,
scientists
I'm not doing that.
Can argue that everyone is actually inside a black hole.
Well, you
not on camera.
Off camera, okay.
What are we?
Oh my god.
This is a great start. We're starting off with vore jokes.
This is a great start to this fucking podcast.
Okay, but can scientists argue that we are actually all inside a black hole right now? And has technically already been bored?
Hey, Misk,
yes?
I need you to do something very quickly. Can you shift as much energy as you can into one specific point in the US? I need you to just like blast the White House with a fucking radioactive beam of energy really quickly.
I unfortunately don't believe that it will solve our problems, but I can try.
Mad biologists be like, yes, this monstrous being I've created. Mad chemists out here being like, I have created a chemical that will destroy the world. Mad physicists be like, gun of instant cancer. You know?
Have you seen
and mad geologists are like, my radioactive rock. I now have cancer.
Mad geologists.
My rock. Mad archaeologists when they find the evil bone.
I thought that was Jurassic Park.
No. Jurassic Park is the morally dubious bone.
No. Jurassic Park is mad biologists again.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
bioarchaeologists. Yeah.
Mad archaeologists just find the evil bone.
Evil philosophers be like, yes, you are a bad person because of this.
Evil philosophers will be setting up trolley problems in real life.
That's just fucking Ronald Reagan.
Vsauce did that.
Vsauce did Ronald Reagan.
No, Vsauce did a real life version of the trolley problem.
American people, I did not fuck that man. That's Bill
I cannot confirm nor deny.
Have you seen the Bill Clinton the thing, one of those toys where you like pull the string on the back and it does the thing, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen the one where it says, I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Yeah, there's also a bobblehead version of it where every single time it like twangs, it does that. It's broken though, so if you try and like bring it on a bumpy road, it literally goes. I died.
Have you ever heard the Homer Simpson broken beer bottle opener?
I'm sorry, you mean the Homer Simpson broken beer bottle that goes beer?
That one. It's like
The one that I memorized.
Yeah, it's like you know that one German doorbell, right?
Yeah.
Where the dude presses it and it like plays some like Christmas music, and it slowly gets lower pitch and it slowly goes and then it falls off the wall and just like Scheiße.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I have a special place in my heart for dying electronics.
Can you make that sound again? The Homer Simpson sound?
Beer.
I once gave somebody a yodeling pickle for Christmas.
Oh, I love those things. Have you heard of 9/11, our Lord and Savior?
Yeah, I prefer the sexier version, 6911.
Oh, the one with the plane with the big boobs?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
You know,
sorry,
they got me. They got
really.
me to be the boob double for the plane.
Ah.
Yeah, I was the boob double
like
for the plane in 6911.
Did you get paid?
Yeah. Did
Okay,
you know?
good. Sorry.
Did you know?
The actual actor.
Know?
And that's how he became a landlord.
Did you know that Willem Dafoe once went to do a role in a really serious movie with a really serious moment that was like incredibly like fucked up, where he had to be naked, but they had to get him a penis double because his penis was too big for anyone to take seriously.
Oh.
Imagine having a penis so big you laugh at it.
Yeah.
Like a comically large penis. That's funny to me. Another thing I will add on is we've heard of Willem Dafoe, but where's Willem DeFriend? And Willem de Neutral?
I think Misk knows Willem DeFriend.
Willem DeFriend.
Yeah.
Willem DeFriend.
You know him?
I'm trying to remember him. I can't right now.
That's fair.
Sorry, it's the evil big laser beam I have beamed right at your face.
Yeah, it's the laser beam.
Stop that.
It's the laser beam that makes you forget Willem DeFriend. It's the anti-Willem DeFriendinator.
It's not even that. I'm just removing your memories. Do you want a memory removed specifically?
No.
Listen, Fuzz.
You're not sure? Any memory any memory you want removed? Anything?
You're over here asking Misk if Misk would like any memories removed. When I am clearly sat over here with an extensive history of childhood trauma that you're just not gonna touch.
I mean, I would, but I can't. I don't want to say.
Okay. Sorry, I removed the memory of your dog's face. Anyway, what do you want? What do you want, Phoenix?
Willem DeFriend.
I killed him.
Why?
He's kind of gone now. Got bored.
All right. Anyways, I broke my pinky toe on my right foot. It might not be broken. It just hurts a lot. Still, not a lot.
Yeah.
It hurts. It hurts when I move it too weirdly.
I'm still so confused by the fact that like the way that you heal it is basically by doing jack shit.
Oh yeah, no, because unless there's any bone visible or there's any external wound on the on the toe, the NHS website is like, just don't put any pressure on it and it will be fixed within like 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, because like literally like everywhere else, anytime I've heard like somebody break like, I broke like a finger or like I broke like part of my arm, it's like, oh yeah, cast full on thing,
yeah,
can't touch it for weeks.
So you know how big a finger is.
Pinky toe? Yeah, I know how big a finger is. I know pinky toes are tiny, but still,
it's so
it's
small.
Like I feel like you should have like a cute
pinky
little
toes are becoming. Pinky toes are becoming useless. So
pinky toes are becoming
smaller.
Expendable.
Yes.
Oh God, what's gonna happen next?
Okay.
Is black gonna become yellow?
50% chance. 50% chance we all get paws. 50% chance we all get flippers. I'm cool either way.
Oh, I would want paws.
I would want paws. Do you know how badly I would want to have like claws?
I wouldn't want claws. I just want the paws.
I want paws and claws.
But then I would lose my. But then I'd lose my ability to grab things. I'd lose my grabby hands.
Pause
I
with
want some
thumbs.
new eyes.
No, because
my eyes suck.
they're all big and round, right? So it becomes very. I wouldn't be able to play the piano.
So what you mean is Max's entire lived experience.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to play the piano if I was Max.
Yeah, fair point. Max isn't even able to pick up like a coffee cup except without two hands.
I wouldn't
It's
be able
very
to
funny.
I wouldn't be able to play the Plants vs Zombies finishing round lick.
You could play it on iPad.
I could also just play it by pressing the play button, but
Yes.
I'm more
That's
mean.
what noses are for.
I'm more mean on the piano.
Play piano with your nose then.
I was gonna explain how I broke my pinky toe. We've gone
go
round
ahead.
in a circle
Go
again.
ahead, sorry.
So like I was making a sandwich, right?
Yes.
making a sandwich, and I went to go and get a plate because I had a plate that I needed to move from one room into another, right? And I grabbed the plate, and you know like how like in some like there's some like corners in your house on walls where it's like there's no door here, but it's just like a slightly like inwards bit, right? If like you have like stairs upwards and then like you have like a wall that kind of comes up at the top of the stairs to kind of make the room a room, right? And to give the stairs a ceiling. It's one of those, and I'm walking full speed, right? In one direction, towards where that wall is, and I'm about to turn into the room that I need to go into, and I slam my pinky toe directly into the wall, like as the hardest that I've ever kicked anything, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I fully like I like sit down on the ground and I fucking scream.
Oh no.
I then lost my marbles and didn't actually black out, but practically blacked out for a few minutes after that, but I'm fine.
Ooh, okay. Ow, fucking Christ.
No.
Ugh. God damn.
Like I remember what happened, but I lost it for a second.
Yeah, no, I would too.
And I've got one of my crutches that I now use just in case.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Never used a. Funnily enough, I've never used a crutch.
Yeah, well, good for you.
I've used
I feel
crutches
like it's not
before.
a good thing.
Just
it means that you haven't
because
been
one
injured
of
bad
my-
enough to need crutches.
I've used crutches before, but that was because I had a friend in junior high who was always injured for one reason or another, so we'd try on her crutches.
It's a good thing because you don't want to be like, impaired physically in some way.
Yeah,
it's not a good thing.
I have had to use a wheelchair though.
For what?
How did you skip the crutches?
So I skipped the crutches because I had a funny thing called appendicitis. And when you get that shit, it becomes hard to walk because of how physically painful it is.
Yeah.
And my funny hospital had a moment where it's like, okay, to make sure you have appendicitis, you need to go to a CT scanner. We don't have a CT scanner in this hospital. You're going to have to go to the one that's about a mile away.
You want to know what's really funny about that being the American system? Because in the American system, you have to have proof fully that the person's got the problem to be able to get insurance, right?
Yep.
Over here, you want to know what happened?
What?
I went to my GP and they were like, yeah, no, go to this wing of the hospital, tell them that I sent you. And so I took an Uber to the hospital, and the guy that I spoke to was like, right, do you think you have appendicitis? And I was like, yeah, okay. You have surgery in like an hour.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I wished it was like that. I wish it was like that, but no.
Oh no, in Canada, you go to your GP and they give you a recommendation. You go to the specialist and they'll say, "Okay, you have surgery in 1 year."
Yeah, we don't have that.
Well, I mean, it depends. It depends on what it is, right? Because if it's appendicitis,
if it's
that
not
can kill you.
If it's not lethal, you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get it for very long.
You know how like there's all that kind of like build up with like, oh, I've got surgery. I'm gonna go into surgery soon, right?
Yeah.
I remember
doom.
I remember I was kind of like in there. I was laying down in like the bed that they'd put me on. I fucking ass naked apart from that weird fucked up like hospital gown that they get you to wear, which covers nothing. It's just the front, and it's like, well, what the fuck is this supposed to do? So I just kind of I put it on whilst I was still in the hospital bed, and I was like, well, okay, nobody's seen my ass now. I mean, obviously the curtains were still, yeah, but I have anxiety.
Yeah.
And,
no, I know.
And then they fucking wheeled me away, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm going into. I didn't even like processed it. I was like, oh shit, I've got surgery, and they're like, yeah, anyways, breathe in, and because, you know, they understood the kind of vibes that I was giving off. You know how there's a whole thing of like the things that the doctors speak to you about before you go under, right? The stereotype is it's like count back from 100. That's not what they do. They get you to talk about things, like, actually, so
just
that
anything,
so that you can't concentrate on not falling asleep.
Oh, okay.
And my my anesthesiologist soul read me so hard, and we started talking about alcohol.
Okay.
That's a conversation to have.
Oh, by the way, what were you saying about Moss before?
Oh yeah, Moss has got something. I don't think I mentioned this during this section of the podcast, but hold on, I'll finish off my thought, and then I'll talk about Moss. So, yeah, so we had like a conversation where it was just like, oh yeah, what kind of alcohol do you like to drink? What's your favorite wine? And I'm just like, how the fuck did she know that I was an alcoholic? Not really, but you know, the joke.
Yeah.
How? It's probably because my age and my hair and my general dress sense.
Oh yeah.
I feel like there's something about that would give it away pretty hard. But the thing about Moss that I was mentioning just before the episode was I was having a conversation with Moss because they're about to come back up for like a week and a bit to come visit, and I was like, oh, don't worry about money. If we need extra money to do specific things, I can take money out. That's fine. And they then said pretty much yeah, but if I ask you to send me over this amount of money and you realize that it's not for the thing that we're doing, then you're gonna know that I'm doing something for you.
Well.
Yeah, which kind of gives it away.
Which gives away the fact that Moss has something planned, but I very specifically have said, do not say anything else.
Yeah.
I would have much preferred it if I had been completely unaware, but hey-ho, not much you can do about that now.
Yeah.
It's like being like, hey, what time do you come home? Oh, what time do you come home on this day from work? Like, why do you want to know that? It's my birthday. Well, it's because, like, you know, I want to make sure that people get their nothing. Never mind. Like, if you're planning a surprise party for somebody.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that people are nothing. Hang up. Well, shit. Fucks that one up.
I'm bad at that too. Like, when it comes to games and trailers and spoilers, I'm like, I just want to talk about it.
Yeah,
Who cares?
me too. So fucking badly. If it's something that I have like a really big interest in, I literally feel like I'm just like a pressure cooker. Like I'm like, I can't talk about the thing, but
it's like creating a group chat for someone's surprise birthday party and then inviting the person.
Whoops.
Wait, no. You wanna know what the biggest like I'm trying to think of the word, like the biggest Chad move. I regret saying that. You want the biggest like power play that you can do as a person is.
Yeah.
You create a group chat with a bunch of your friends. Mm-hmm. You title it. Mm-hmm. You title it your own name apostrophes birthday surprise birthday party, and then you leave.
Oh my god. That's a fucking power move.
That would be a power play, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember last year I told all my friends, like, hey, if you guys want to plan a party for my birthday by when I come back, then you can. If you don't want to, that's fine. And then they didn't. And I was like, oh, okay.
Aw. Yeah.
But this year I'm having a Germa-themed birthday party.
Fuck yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that does sound fun. Yeah, I mean, my birthday's coming up in a month, I think.
You think?
I don't have.
Sorry, continue.
I think.
You,
I think therefore I am.
Your vibes tell me you generally don't have plans. You just.
I don't do
one
anything.
thing.
I don't do anything. There's nothing that happens on my birthdays.
See-
If it's like a normality is like, oh, we'll go out to a nice place to eat, and that's about it.
See, here's the thing. I would love to, I enjoy things happening on my birthday, right?
Yeah.
But I never plan them, right? Because I don't,
Yeah.
I have that whole self-worth thing of just like, yeah, people wouldn't want to come. I don't want to put effort into this. It's just going to be boring or whatever. But this year,
Yeah.
Germa birthday party. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I'm actually really glad you're. Yeah.
I'm the
Fuck
giant rat who makes all of the rules, baby.
Yeah. I live in the issue that I live in middle of fuck nowheresville, so everybody I know is like billions of miles away from me.
Womp womp.
Yeah.
Closest person I know is in fucking next city over, and that's a
Yeah.
3-hour trip.
Damn.
Mhm.
So yeah, no, my birthday plans are basically
The
just
side
go
effects
over...
of American urbanism.
Are you telling me? Are you telling me? Because
Mhm.
because you said how many billion miles away did you say? You said
I
3
didn't say how
billion
many
miles
billions.
away. You said that
Yeah.
the closest people are 3 billion miles away. Are you telling me that the closest people to you live on Neptune?
Yes.
Or do you live on Neptune?
I live on Neptune.
Here we go. We figured it out,
Neptune-
guys.
Neptune belongs to America. We all know this.
Neptune has been colonized.
Yeah, it was colonized in 1784
You know,
by
I
Galileo. What
believe-
the fuck are you talking about?
I believe that NASA is like sending like actual like probes over to like one of the frozen water planets to see if there's life.
Europa, Jupiter's moon.
Oh,
I believe-
Europa, yes, Europa.
Yeah, Europa. Yeah.
Sending a probe over to Europa to see if there's life on Europa. And as somebody
Europa.
who
What about my
Europa.
Opa?
your Opa, is that means like your grandfather father?
Opa. Oh yeah, grandfather.
Is-
Grandfather.
Is that I think that's in a I don't actually know what language.
Greek.
Greek Opa? I swear it's like you
Well,
are typing.
or something nearly.
I'm typing because I want to see where they come from.
Nah,
Netherlands.
here's the thing. Here's the thing, Foz.
Huh?
Here's the thing. First of all, you're wrong. Second of all,
I've
no,
never
no.
been right in my entire life.
yeah.
Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. No.
So here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, sure, it probably is actually just the German, right? Like, that's like fine, you know. That's
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that is actually the German word for grandfather. But
Yeah.
you see, here's the thing. We've got to start employing a little thing that I like to call guessing and pretending like we're correct.
So the thing I do most of the time.
Yeah. So
Yes.
then I have the excuse to, hey, Phoenix in the edit. I'm fucking pulling you forwards by your neck, right? Listen, I'm strangling you. Listen. Now you've got to fact check things. Nuh-uh. See? And now we don't have to do any work.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't have
Nice.
an editor though.
I'm
I
your
do,
editor
but-
now.
Yeah, fair point.
In this moment, I'm your editor.
Redditor?
Editor
I'm a
Phoenix
Redditor?
flashbang us.
Flashbang. That's a euphemism. I regret everything.
So you.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Hey,
I lost.
Misk. Why are you
Yeah.
Kirby? We didn't mention this in the introduction.
Oh yeah.
Why
Ball.
not?
Ball.
Because Switch 2, new Kirby,
Oh,
new
yeah.
Kirby
New
DLC.
Kirby?
Can I dribble you like a basketball?
No,
Why not?
Why not?
I wouldn't bounce. I
Why?
would not bounce. I would
Okay,
squish
Wait,
to the ground
What
like
did
a
you
just
no, no, no.
pancake.
No. So,
Yes.
so what we do, right, is wait. Do you have no surface tension?
What do you
What's
mean
your
no
surface
surface
Like
tension?
if I drop you, you just fall on the ground like a bowl of porridge. You just splat like porridge.
I kind of splat, but there's still a membrane. I can still pick myself back up, but
Got
I
it.
don't
my
bounce. I
God.
don't fucking bounce.
What if you flex really hard and I drop you on one of those like atomic trampolines?
What is an atomic trampoline?
I'm glad you asked. An atomic trampoline is one of the most bouncy surfaces in existence, and I'm sorry. Every single time that you type, it gets into my ears. Can you
Sorry.
mute the mic when you type?
Mic position. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh.
So basically, it's a surface that basically turns it from like a lot of stuff that gets like lots of energy that gets lost into being a surprisingly small amount of energy that gets lost on every single bounce. I don't remember the science behind it, but there's really fun videos where like people drop like a small metal
Bouncy
ball.
ball, like highly bouncy balls.
It's actually the surface that it's bouncing on, not the ball.
Like I don't know why, but it reminded me of a video I saw about quality anvils and how they're very bouncy and they reflect a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Kinda, but it's like it's specifically to do with the material that they're made out of and the and like how like well done the surface is. Fuzz, you look distressed right now.
I'm sorry. It's the ants on the floor again.
God
They're fighting.
fucking damn it.
Okay.
They're
Okay.
fighting.
All right,
So-
give us the
Hey,
rundown.
Wait.
Yeah.
I was gonna mention something because I was clicky clacking for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't find the name of them, but fucking there was a toy that I used to see fucking everywhere when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I think they were called Squishables, not the plushie.
Mm-hmm.
Where they were like fucking they were fucking.
They're
pop
like
culture
plastic
characters,
filled with
everything.
sand, and then no.
Nope, this is different. They were a glue thing, and they were like designed after like TV characters, objects, whatever. And you would throw them on a wall, and they would fucking like just splart everywhere over the wall and then reform. And the second you said that, you activated that core memory of just an idea of me throwing Misk at a wall and them going on the wall, and then slowly reforming.
Yeah, like that. Exactly.
So
Like that.
that's you.
Right,
So that's
Misk.
you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask if this would work, right? So, here's the deal, right? Covert operation. We've got to assassinate somebody in this building, and he's about to walk down the stairs, right? He's about to enter into the stairwell. What I do, I'm on the ceiling, right? I'm clinging. I've got you. I throw you at the ground. The ground is blank because it's a fancy building. I throw you on the ground just above the stairs. If the guy steps on you, does he slip? Like if he slips on a banana peel?
Yes.
That's how we get Trump.
Guys, y'all are missing. No. Could I add something into that?
Yeah.
He slips, falls, and if he doesn't die, can I hit him with a radioactive cream pie?
Yeah, sure.
Like a clown?
That's what happens when I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
That would not make any sense.
Hold on.
Why are you-
Okay, I'm gonna mute.
My mind went somewhere very quick.
Hold on. I'm gonna mute myself on the recording and say it out loud and capture your response, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Hold on. 1 second.
Yes.
Correct.
Correct. Oh god.
You look
Okay,
disgusted.
no. I'm not disgusted. It's just radioactive cream pie looped around in my brain and reminded me of something.
Yeah.
Something horrible.
Spider-Man,
Oh,
he's
God.
got
So-
radioactive blood. Gives Mary Jane cancer.
Not just that, though that would be funny. Give Mary Jane cancer. # give Mary Jane cancer.
That happened.
Wow.
That happened in the comics, in one of the canons.
Good. Then I'm happy they listened to me.
What the fuck?
Anyways, it was okay. Me and my co-writer, who I'm gonna call Chaco here for the moment, have these insanely stupid conversations in the car that go nowhere and just keep getting worse.
Yeah.
And one of just to take a snippet out of the moment with no context of what was going on, Chaco turns to me and asked, "Hey, so if the Chernobyl official Twitter account were to @ you and to ask for a collaboration, would you go to Chernobyl and get eaten by the fucking like elephant's foot?"
Huh.
I'd eat the elephant foot.
That's my question to you two. If they did that, if Chernobyl official added you on whatever social media and asked you to go to Chernobyl and like be eaten by the elephant's foot, would you?
Would it cause me to die?
Does it have to be eaten? I think
Nobody
I just
said you were gonna die.
Yeah, no, I'm asking, would I be safe?
Yes.
So I'm in some sort of like incredibly powerful like lead suit or whatever that stops the radiation from killing me.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I would do that shit in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I think it would be fun. I feel like the texture of the elephant's foot would be like marshmallow.
No, because it's a sponsorship.
Also, yes,
because it's a sponsorship, right? So I'm getting paid money for this.
Yep.
And I get to make a YouTube video out of it or live stream it to Twitch.
You would not be able to
can't
record
make a YouTube video of it because the elephant foot is that radioactive.
Radioactive. Your camera equipment would fucking die.
No, but you can take pictures from behind the glass that they've got.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, fair
you can.
There's a workaround.
There is a way to do it. Just get like 2 mile thick. No, that's an exaggeration. But yeah, no, I'd do it.
Okay. Misk, what would, if you were to eat the elephant's foot, what would you think it would texture be? What would it taste like?
I think because
I'm thinking marshmallow.
Saying that it'll probably be like a burnt marshmallow.
Yeah, I was literally thinking this. I was thinking like burnt marshmallow flavor because it looks like a burnt marshmallow.
But because it's radiation, I feel like it'll also have the taste of papaya, which I physically cannot handle.
Here's
the
issue.
Papaya?
Oh my god, you don't know what a papaya is?
You don't know what papaya?
You're so American.
I live in fucking Nowheresville.
You live in Potato Land.
I live in. It's like fucking walking up to like a fucking Indian tribe and being like, "Oh, you don't know what a graphics card is?" No, I don't.
I'm gonna send 2 images.
No,
of
I
papayas.
don't.
I'm gonna send images of papayas into the
Can you also show a image of sliced papaya?
I've got them with the cross section.
Ooh, those do kind of look yummy.
They're not yummy. They taste like sweat, and I can only eat like
what if I
3
like the
pieces
taste
before
of
I feel
sweat?
like throwing up.
What if I like?
I think you're gay.
I like the taste of sweat.
Yeah, I also do, but that's not what papaya tastes like to me, at least. I don't quite remember what papaya tastes like. I thought it tasted pretty good. Now here's a problem. You guys are like, what's the texture of the elephant's foot?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it's like, I don't even know if it's actually even like a liquid anymore, even slightly. Like I'm pretty sure it's like a combination of like uranium, concrete, and steel.
Yeah. So marshmallow.
So it's like a fully solidified chunk. Is the issue?
So you're telling me it's crunchy.
It'd be like eating a rock. Well, which
no.
I could do.
Rock candy.
No, it would
like
be
you chip little bits off.
It would be like actually like a rock.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's boring.
Because it's concrete. It's concrete, uranium, and steel.
I choose to still think it would taste like marshmallow.
Editor version of me fact check me there. Tell us all what the elephant's foot is made of. Okay, so here's the deal. The elephant's foot is like a sandy consistency and is made out of silicon dioxide, other oxides like uranium oxide, calcium, iron, zirconium, aluminium, magnesium, and potassium. All of that stuff, that's what the elephant's foot is. It is not goopy at all. It is like sand. Sorry to ruin that for you, but hey, the truth must come out.
I choose not to think that. I think it would be boring and uninteresting and unwhimsical to believe that the elephant foot wouldn't taste like burnt marshmallow. That's boring. That's the nerd answer. I would that shit is soft.
I think that in an ideal world, the elephant's foot wouldn't taste better. It could taste better. Who knows? The important part about ideal world elephant's foot is that it would taste like caramel. It would feel like caramel in your mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sticky
Feel like
and,
caramel
sticky
in
and
my mouth.
gloopy,
That's fine.
you know?
Yeah.
You'd start chewing that
what
stuff.
did you?
Yeah.
What did you want to say, Misk?
You know the thing that I sent you the other day, Foz, about the magic and the stuff? I keep thinking about it, right?
Oh, yeah.
I keep thinking about it. It's like, what what the fuck can you even do with chaos magic? I read some books, or at least one book about it, and it's like, okay, so this is basically just math again. But in spirit, it's like I can do whatever I want to achieve whatever I want. At its most chaotic, it could be like, I dig a hole in my yard to manifest chicken tomorrow for lunch.
Chicken.
No,
I would also like to manifest some chicken.
I think like the if magic were to exist, there would need to be like some very basic fundamentals as to how it would work, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like I think if magic exists, it's not like, oh yes, this combination of these items does this. It's like there's intention, right?
Yeah.
It's what you intend to do.
Of course there's intention.
It's not like yes, if you put together these items, it does this thing. It's not like alchemy. It's like you use the items that are thematically appropriate alongside your intention of what you're trying to do. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then there's obviously the time aspect, like if you're going into ritual magic. Right?
I'd call that like intention neutral, right? Where
yeah.
you can use ascribed meanings that are already on items, but you could also use items that you personally also associate with said concepts you're trying to invoke. But intention chaotic, anything can mean anything.
Yeah.
What do you which is where I dig in a hole in my yard so that I have chicken for lunch tomorrow comes. Or what else?
No,
what else?
Okay.
Chicken
If there's actually going to be a magic system, we've got intention, we've got time, we've got material. So material would be like, oh, here's a material that, is thematically appropriate. That would help. It wouldn't be necessary, right? You've got like location as well. Could be a big one, right? Or it's like that's also like with like especially with ritual magic, or maybe like some areas have more specific kinds of magic than others.
Yeah, like for action, the more, at least for actions, it's like the more ritualistic it is, the more that does add more to the belief or the likelihood that it will work in your favor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm just thinking I'm gonna fill a room with so much bad magic vibes it'll kill somebody on contact.
Womp womp.
The fucking bad. Go to the bad vibes room for your fucking crimes.
No.
Yes.
No, you just like, it's just a room and it has like a bunch of terrible noises.
No, his
You mean the contraption room?
Yes.
Here's the issue. We already know where that bad vibes room is. It's just inside my brain. Get fucking stuck in there, loser.
Localized entirely within this fucking trans gal.
Within this trans cat Phoenix
thing.
Yep.
You know how scent diffusers look like Pockies?
Yeah.
What if you put a Pocky in one of those? You just burned a Pocky.
You just burnt a Pocky.
Would the substitute work as well, or no?
Hey, can I give you guys a horrible thing to flash in your mind?
Oh
yes.
God.
Stick incense is just a kind of Pocky.
You're eating incense?
Yeah.
Fair enough. I was once chilling with this hippie friend, right? And and he lit up some incense, and I dead ass, like, not as a joke, I just actually was like, I don't think I've ever had incest before. I slipped over the word in my mouth, and I accidentally called incense incest actually in real life.
Oh my fucking god.
Ironically,
Yeah.
oops.
It's like how the
Oopsie.
other day I was messaging Misk about my dinner. I ordered Five Guys, and
Yeah.
I dead ass, without thinking about it, unintentionally sent, man, like something like, "Oh, my food keeps getting delayed. This is insane. I want Five Guys inside me right now."
Oh my god.
But anyways, I had a double bacon cheeseburger with 2 extra patties, and it was great. So
Ah,
Nice.
goddamn.
that
Oh,
was 4 patties in that burger.
goddamn.
Burger.
I do.
Burger.
Damn. I
The
want
burger. Herber.
I
Then
want
go burger.
No money.
Womp womp.
I think the trouble with like Chaos Magic and just like trying to make up your own rituals and stuff is that you'll still end up like making some sort of structure for it to make sense
Oh,
in
yeah.
your brain
Yeah.
to
yeah.
follow, right?
I think the problem is, right? Well, I mean, let's also be completely fair.
Mhm.
Chaos magic following some sort of rules would be chaotic. Because
Yes.
I'm not gonna question that.
No,
I'm just
it's
not gonna question
because
that. That's gonna make
what
my
it
brain
so
hurt.
so if you are if everyone's like, "Oh, this person is the most chaotic person ever," right?
Mhm.
What are they gonna expect you to do the least? Follow the rules.
Make a system, follow the rules.
Exactly.
Yes.
Ah.
It's why in every D&D campaign that I do that includes the Abyss. The Abyss is sectioned into many different factions, right? You've
Mhm.
got the more chaotic ones, and they've got the full spectrum of authoritarian to anarchist in there.
Yeah.
Because what's the most chaotic thing? No one actually knowing how organized you are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me, baby.
Woo!
Breaking expectations.
Look, all
I
I'm
don't
going to yeah.
Believe in
continue.
consistency. Don't believe in consistency.
Me too.
I too don't believe in how an object flow how a substance flows.
Substances just are. They're
They
they're all
just
like
are.
oobleck, and they all just harden at my touch.
Yeah. Every single thing that you touch decides to be hard or soft or anywhere in between when you touch it.
So you can't pet anything?
Yes.
No. You can pet things, right? But you can never tell if a table is actually secretly a liquid because every time that you touch it or look at it or interact with it, it decides to be a solid.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's kind of like me.
It's like a weeping angel from Doctor Who. Okay, but it's kind of like you.
Wow, my table is
Hey.
My table's crying.
My table
How can I
fucking moved
comfort
when I
it?
didn't look at it.
Fuzz, here's the issue, right? You say
Yeah.
that, and yet when I touch you, you don't get hard.
Exactly.
Obviously, the example that I'm giving is when I touch something, it decides to get hard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. No, exactly. No, I'm just
You're
liquid.
constantly
What
hard.
if pencils were
unless I
actually
touch you.
secretly floppy and they just get really hard when you touch
They're just
them?
really aroused pencils.
Flaccid
Have you ever
teeth.
seen? I mean, have you ever seen those like bendable pencils?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very fun. Have you ever done that trick where you wiggle a pencil
you
up
have-
and down and it looks like it's bending?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I've done
Yeah.
that. That's fun.
Mhm.
Have you ever slapped yourself with a bendy ruler?
No, but
Oh,
I've slapped
those
myself
hurt.
with other
Those
things.
fucking hurt. Kinky.
No. Accident.
It's not accident. Accident.
I hurted
No,
myself.
I've just
Me when
I've
I
just
slapped my
myself with
pinky
one of
toe with a
those.
wall.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm just imagining like a ouch!
No, you don't understand. Sometime I might actually do that when I injure myself because I've started doing that during my streams unironically when things go
Oh,
wrong, right?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna start. I think I'm turning into a Looney Tunes character.
I think you are. Now I'm just getting flashbacks to all the times I've injured myself, and my response hasn't been like "ow" or like "fuck." It's been like, "Oh, oops."
Yeah, I know that
What?
used
Huh?
that used to be my kind of response.
I've done that.
Um,
I think the most fucking moment that's ever happened is I was like working at the dryers while I was at work.
Mhm.
the fucking thing you got to remember about them
Yeah.
is that, oh boy, when you're moving sheets around, you're gonna get static electricity, bitches. And moving a bunch of them around because some of them were wet, some of them were dry, touching the metal bit, getting electrocuted, and then me just going, oops.
Yeah, well, that's because that's not really hurting yourself, right?
It's not really hurting yourself, but man, does it it fucking hurts. But
no,
it's just like
I have
that's
this
my
I have this
response.
response that was kind of like, drilled into my brain from a young age, which I'm slowly unlearning. Which is like getting hurt and then having the reaction that is the opposites of what it should be, right?
Yeah.
Like I'll get hurt and I'll be like, fuck yeah, or like that kind of thing. I used to.
Yeah. Used to, but yeah.
I used to face that stuff head on, and it's one of the reasons why I became what was pretty much I got a nickname during for football. That's soccer for all of you people in third world countries.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yep.
Canada? Excuse me.
Canada's a third world country. Again,
I meant America. Obviously. But
obviously.
But I was called the Wall. Do you have a kazoo or something? What was that noise you just made?
It sounded like a little bee.
It sounded like you were humming into a kazoo.
It sounded like a
little
bug.
It's very slightly.
I was just checking it.
You got a kazoo?
Yes.
Kazoo?
Play as a jam.
Blast that shit. What
was it mid?
Play Xardas.
just
Okay, hold on.
Is it weird that was actually weirdly impressive?
Oh yeah, because me and Misk have been doing that, singing it recently.
Ah.
Let me go and grab an instrument. One sec. You guys talk.
Okay, Foz.
What?
Foz, has Phoenix told you about the ketchup incident?
Yes, I remember the ketchup incident very well.
I love the ketchup incident.
I know of the ketchup incident stories.
Have we told the audience of the ketchup incident?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think so. I was just thinking about it because I found 2 packets of ketchup in my bag that I forgot to put in the fridge. I don't think it ever goes bad, but I mean, it's a snack.
Mm-hmm. You might actually be able to tell what this is by the sound that it just made, with it coming out of the case.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Is it?
What do you think it is?
Is it a recorder?
I have no clue.
I do have a recorder, but I don't have it in a case. It is missing it is missing something, so.
Oh shit.
I'm also not holding this correctly, and I haven't played it in so long. Let's see. There's the frog. That's actually a word. You ready for this? So I'm missing the highest string, and I don't know how to play the violin. So. I tried.
This is what happens. This sounds like what happens.
It's also out
job.
of tune severely.
Oh yeah.
Understandable.
Because I haven't tuned it in like half a year, probably like a year now.
Okay.
It's just been sat in its case, and also the highest string broke.
Ah.
But I still know I can play it better than most people can. I can play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star if I have the Oh here, hold on. Let me No, I'm putting this away. I'm putting this away now.
I still have my guitar, but I barely tuned it or learned it.
Kazoos aren't even instruments; they just change your voice. We need to actually sing into it
Yeah.
for it to make sound.
Mhm. People who don't know that, it's insane when they discover that. Because it's just like, they get so disappointed, you know?
When you just like blow into it like, and there's
Yeah,
nothing that happens.
Yeah, nothing happens, yeah. Musicians, when they realize that they have to practice their instrument to be able to get better at it. Oh no.
Ooh.
I practice my throat.
Me too.
I don't.
Out of context, it's just.
Oh god. I used to actually take singing lessons for a while.
I used to be
I
in
was
choir.
in choir.
Used to be in choir.
I was in choir for
Oh my
like
God.
half of my childhood.
I was also
plus,
in choir for a bit.
Yippee! I don't
Plus, I
remember
took
anything
vocal
from
lessons from my piano teacher.
I took
Damn.
vocal lessons from just my general music teacher.
Nice.
Yeah. Because she was a violist and a singer.
Huh.
Those
Okay.
were her those were the two trades that she trained.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Resting that inch.
Yep, me when I rest
Don't
my
you dare
inches.
make the joke.
I'm not. I said me when I rest my inches.
Yes. Sometimes you
I-
just need your inches to be rested.
Fair point. Fair
What?
point.
What joke
Sometimes
do you think that I was gonna make, Foz? Do you think I was gonna say, "Oh, I've got a place here that you can rest your inches"?
Yes.
Fucking
Yes.
dirty mind. All I'm
I-
saying that I'm interested, man. You said you were just saying that you were that it was interesting. Shame on you.
Interesting.
I'm gonna drag you off of the screen. Say goodbye.
Oh!
Okay.
I'm dragging you off the screen.
Ah, fuck you. There's snacks over here. I'm gonna fucking take these and you run.
Please don't tell me you ate any of the snacks while you were over there.
I ate all the Cheetos.
Those were edibles.
No.
Oh god. What kind? How long until it wears off?
Which ones did you have? This is very important.
I had the hot Cheetos. It was
You had the hot Cheetos?
spicy.
Nothing else? Did you
Yeah.
have anything else?
Yeah. I had a sip of cola.
That wasn't cola.
Was that pure ecstasy?
That was pure LSD.
Oh, I don't want to be a CIA agent. Oh, I want to be a CIA agent.
You just simultaneously took a huge sip of LSD and had a 10,000 milligram edible. All right, guys, we gotta plan a eulogy for Foz.
I don't want to live in a van and say stuff like "Hell yeah, dude." It's weird.
Excuse
That's what
you.
you think a eulogy is?
Yeah.
No, a eulogy is when you're dead and we say nice things about you.
Oh, well, that should be pretty quick.
Why?
What?
No. Hold on, guys. I'm rearranging it so that Foz is in the middle. Hold on. Foz needs some middle time on the podcast.
No, I'm fine.
No,
I want to go back and eat more.
nuh-uh.
I wanna
Now
go
we're
back and eat
squishing you.
more.
We're squishing.
No,
you
I
now.
want
We're
more.
squishing-
I don't wanna squish you.
No, because
want more.
Foz clearly doesn't think that.
I want.
Foz clearly doesn't
more.
recognize how important they are to us. Foz clearly doesn't think that we would be able to fill up that much time saying nice things about them. I bet that we could, me and you, Misk, I bet that we could fill up an
Yeah.
entire hour-and-a-half podcast episode just saying nice things about Foz.
Mm,
Ah.
mm.
Bottom.
Damn it!
Bottom.
Shut up!
Cute.
Shut up!
Fish.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna wrench the life out of you with my hands.
You don't want to do that.
Oh, not you, Phoenix. No, you're fine.
No, you don't want to do that to Misk. Misk is too important
Oh.
to me. Sorry, not allowed.
Oh, okay.
Listen, when you got married,
If you remove the sentence from a black hole, it just becomes a black hole and it'll just eat you. No remorse.
Oh, it'll just collapse. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boring.
have you ever considered like just like for a little bit, like you know how like some people like do like regression for like their mental health, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I
Misk, have you ever considered
I
just
don't think I've ever
have you ever considered like
done
going
that.
out into the middle of like
One
fucking
second.
nowhere space and been like, I'm gonna regress and just turning into a normal black hole? Oh, Foz
You know
has
what? That's a
disappeared.
good idea, actually.
Yeah, you just kind of like exist for like maybe a couple, I don't know, a couple millennia, just like
Yeah.
yes.
Hmm.
Do you think that
Yes, I
Fuzz?
can
Do you
look
think
at the
that Fuzz
stars and eat
muted
them.
their microphone properly? Oh, there we go. Now Fuzz has muted their microphone properly. I bet I could hear the juicy conversation or something. I don't know. I don't actually know what was happening.
I don't
So
know. I'm gonna boop the snoot of
boop the
Oz.
snoot.
Boop. Boop.
Yeah, I'll move.
Boop, boop,
I'll move.
boop,
I'll move you
boop.
over so you can boop.
Boop boop
There we
boop.
go.
Boop.
You're booping. You're booping the snoot right now.
Boop
Boop.
boop.
Me when I fucking get you.
Pause.
Who would? Fuzz isn't. No, I shouldn't. That isn't. You know how like cartoon artists when they're drawing like a butthole on an animal will just do a cross.
Yeah.
Need I say more?
No, I think it looks like a
Mouth butt.
no.
Sorry, my mother just out of nowhere bought me food, and I think I nearly brought me
Ah.
to tears.
That's fair.
I don't know why.
I was
Wow.
genuinely considering putting a little bit more money on my PayPal to send you food.
You do not need
Wow.
to. You do not need to. You really do not need to.
Yeah, but I
am
was
just,
considering
like-
it.
Okay, okay. I
Pause.
am.
What would
yeah,
you call your hair? Is it like a
mohawk?
mohawk or
Yeah, it's a mohawk. Yeah.
It's very fuzzy. Can
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to touch.
Hold on, I've got to move Misk over so that Misk can touch it. There you go.
Yeah. It's fuzzy.
Yeah.
Actually, it's also kind of wet and goopy. Is there any seaweed? There's a lot of seaweed here. I
There's
gotta
a lot
pick
of
some out of
seaweed.
here.
I haven't brushed my hair in a hot minute.
Wet and goopy. That's not seaweed.
That's not seaweed.
Hey.
That's
Sorry.
just the fucking dog that's around here.
Dog.
I thought that was you.
I mean, kinda, but I'm more like
Moss is the
Splatoon
dog.
goopy.
Moss is the dog.
Or was
What?
it Max?
Moss is not the dog. Moss is a
Creature, wolf.
fucking creature. Yeah, Moss is
Oh,
a
I
wolf.
forgot. It
Yeah,
was the
and what
the
is-
fuzzy ooze doggo.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
move Misk.
yeah.
I'm gonna move Misk back now.
Okay.
No, okay, but okay. So Fuzz, what do you think? What do you think a wolf is?
I mean, wolf is I'm gonna see myself out for not being able to say the word undomesticated.
You want me to slide you? You want me to slide you off screen?
Slowly, and editor SPhoenix, can you include a slide whistle with this too?
Hold on, no, I can just do that in real time. Hold on, one sec. Where's my slide whistle? Here.
This is
Okay,
perfect.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hold my slide whistle thing in one foot. I'm gonna slide you up with my hand. Okay. You want,
Okay.
you want it going from low pitch to high pitch, right? So, all right, here we go.
Yeah.
You weren't.
Oh fuck yeah! More LSD snacks.
No, you went up. You
Wait,
went
wait.
up. So there's none up there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I can at least see the lighting.
Yeah, it's just
Why
You-
is
you went
this?
in-
Why is this just a flashlight that's connected to a big lens?
we had to make some budget cuts because we
You-
haven't received
you
any
do
money.
You don't cut the fucking budget for the lights. That's like the most thing. We do not need 10,000 pounds of weed. We can cut that from the budget.
Oh, that's a separate budget.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's just my
Okay.
that's just my living budget. I'm
So
gonna
you
bring
live in
back
that
now.
pound of weed?
No, it's
Thank
just
you.
it's just my food.
Oh. Do you just eat weed and nothing
Stars are
else?
free.
Yeah, dog.
Stars are free.
Yeah, dog, man. Yeah. You know
I would
me.
say you need some help, but at this point, I think it's like a medical condition.
I mean, you already know that I need some help.
Yeah.
And
So
hey,
true.
you guys want
I
to know?
think
You want to
all
know
three
how
of
you
us
you want
need
to
some
you want to
type
know
of
how you
help.
can help me, guys who are watching?
Wow.
You can follow me on Twitch.
You know how you can help me? Send
Nuh-uh,
exactly
nuh-uh,
$1 to my Ko-Fi at Ko-Fi/Foz. No
I thought it
more
was
than
called
$1.
coffee.
It's Ko-Fi coffee. It's either or. It's like
Hey,
fucking.
what?
It's
Okay,
like
no.
fucking naan bread and
Instead,
fucking.
right? Let's
Yeah.
think about this, right? Okay, and this is definitely not me just being what's the word? It's definitely not me just being greedy.
Gay.
That too. How about, right? Instead, we, and hear me out on this one. We go to the editor's Twitch page and donate in the section below on the Twitch page by the donate button.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the editor is also me, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
If you want cool wallpapers, go to mine. Haha.
If you want cool wallpaper installed in your house on your walls, you don't have to pay any money for it because you can do it yourself.
Yep. If you want an
What are you
entire
making this
wall-
wallpaper? Is
If
that's
you want to
free.
make an entire wall out of paper, though, you're gonna have to pay me about $100 in 3 months.
No,
time.
they can do it themselves.
Not like I can do it.
Yeah, but you know what it's about DIY, right? You know?
Yeah.
DIY though.
DIY.
Yeah, exactly. Just pay me money.
Yeah, you could just
DIY though. Just pay me money.
Did you
Pay me
know?
money.
Did you know? I recently learned this. Here in the UK, there is a specific kind of home insurance add-on called DIY coverage.
Is it coverage?
Oh,
from...
interesting.
It's coverage for
Right.
if you cause any actual damage to, like the electrics or the water system, to your house. But it costs a lot, obviously. And obviously they won't. It'll get more expensive if you actually make a DIY mistake and stuff.
Yeah.
But you can get coverage for things that you accidentally did whilst trying to do things that would actually work.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sorry, now I'm just thinking like I
It just
fucking
reminded
take a
me
sledgehammer
of-
to my pipes and be like, oh, sorry guys, can you fix my pipes? I did a DIY thing.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't count. It would be like if you're trying to move a light switch and you accidentally fuck up the electrics, right?
Or you're installing a thing. If you're installing a shelf and you accidentally hit a electrical or something.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. See?
Anyways, what did you want to go on, Misk?
That reminded me of like millennial white renovations where they just DIY and make everything bland and white and gray.
Oh,
And it looks terrible, and they're like,
you want to know? You want to know what I'm looking for the general vibes of my house, excluding furniture, because furniture is a whole different thing, right? We're looking.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know this is like apart from this office space would actually be different. I'd go for black walls in this office space, right?
Ooh.
I would go for the foam panels for the acoustics.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Oh, I love
I'd
doing
have a
that.
bunch of
Love good
I'd
foam
have a bunch of
panels.
I'd have like a bunch of LED panels
Gamer lights.
that are like all just around.
I
those
know
things.
you were about to say LSD.
Yeah, it's because you guys were talking about LSD.
Yeah.
Because we were talking. Yeah. No, I like a whole bunch of like LED lights everywhere and the whole 9 yards for this room. But outside of this room, obviously excluding like furniture, which would add a whole different dimension to things, and I would be differently colored. I'm thinking, generally speaking, white walls, pink carpet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and then
Pink carpet.
then use furniture to add the extra dimension in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. See?
Oh, not a bad idea.
And do you want to know what the best part is? I know people who like remove and put in carpet their family, so they'll do it for free to teach me how to do it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know about my work sex toys?
What?
No.
Don't worry, it's not actually that bad. I'll give a little bit of context with this one because I think it would be funny. TLDR, I work at a hotel, which means that we do laundry. And a lot of the time, what happens is that people will leave their toys behind and not go and bring them back. So
in their like buried in their clothes and stuff,
buried inside the sheets specifically.
Oh fuck!
So sometimes we'll just be doing laundry, and I'll be like drying something off. And today that event happened. I was taking out some fucking sheets from the dryer, and a little pink pill-like shaped thing just was there, and I was like, huh? And I just remember picking it up, and then that out. I did not mean to actually say her name. Thank you. And then A, out of nowhere, just runs over to me and goes, "Oh my fucking god, you're kidding me!" And yeah, it was a little vibrator, and now it sits up top the designated sex toy shelf in our
sex
work.
Toy lost and found?
Yeah, it's like a sex toy lost and found, except nobody picked them up.
So
nobody came asking for it still.
So like
that's embarrassing. That's such an embarrassing situation, right?
Is it like, you know, is there like a period of time in which, like, you know, if that period of time like happens, they don't have to keep them anymore?
It becomes property of the hotel, and we basically say, yeah, no, we're just keeping this, because it's funny.
So like, hypothetically, you could take it and send it to me.
Ew, gross, fucking gross.
It's okay. For one moment, it has been washed, so that's good. It's been completely bleached and unbleached. But also, I can't. I literally cannot because it's too funny, and it's become a hotel moment, and we've got to keep it in there. Okay. It's the same thing as finding it's. Same thing happened when we found the panties with like a fucking pussy hole in it, and it was like, haha, that's funny. It's like, oh, this has become like a hotel moment. We can't forget about this. It needs to go up in the hotel memory portion.
Hotel moment trademark.
It's a hotel moment. But yeah, we get more than just like those, mind you. We get a lot of shit that's just out of nowhere.
I mean, you know, if there's any more that you think I'd be interested in, I'm gonna stop the joke there.
Are you interested in? Are you interested?
No, let's talk about. Oh, maybe. Can I shove it up my ass?
No, but imagine you have like a pocket full of those expandable dinosaur sponges in like pill form.
Oh my fucking god!
And then they all just blow up in the wash.
Just like,
and then they shrink a bit in the dryer.
Listen, to anybody who wants to make the next laundromat person's day fun, find the duvet, find the little pocket that you put your sheets in, fill it with nothing but those fucking, like, sponge dinosaur, like, pills. Wrap up your thing and add, like, a little note, like, oh, for the housekeepers, enjoy. And just, like, watch as it goes in the wash and thousands of little dinosaur sponges appear.
Oh, God.
Oh, another thing. This is my final thing I'll add to this.
Yeah.
When we have really, really bad towels, depending on what's on them, we might have to use dish soap on them.
Yeah.
Now, this leads to a funny occasion, which I like to call the suds, where if we use too much dish soap, the dryer will just start to overflow with suds, and it will get fucking everywhere. You will just walk into work one day, and there is soapy suds on the entire back wall, dripping over the machines and onto the floor, and you can't do anything about it, but wait. It is this very, very interesting things happen while you're working laundry in a hotel. Okay?
Yeah,
very interesting things happen.
Mm-hmm. Damn, I can only imagine.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I'm trying to remember any. Okay, actually, I can say this because it's been so long that I can talk about this.
Since last I've seen my son lost to this monster, to the man.
Yeah, lost to this monster. Except the man behind the slaughter was a couple that was staying at a room for way too long.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I've talked about Phoenix a little bit. So I haven't given anybody an update yet. So I'm gonna call this couple that lives in this room, room 209. So we have a room in our hotel. It's room 209. And when I first got there, people said it like it was a fucking curse. like you would hear people be like, I just got back from room 209. It fucking sucks. Yeah. And for the first few days, I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then I asked my manager, A, and my A goes over and is like, okay. So we've had a couple living in room 209 for about 7 months now. and they haven't left. And it has gotten to the point where, like, we cannot clean their room because they have too much shit. They have their own couch in there. They had their own fucking couch in there. And a cat. It's just a living cat. Just in there. And this had been going on for 7 months. Almost a year. And mind you, anytime we would get their sheets, they would come back fucking horrendous. I am talking blood. I am talking yellow spots that we don't know what come from. I am talking just, like, shit all over them. And they had ruined so many sheets that they stopped giving them new ones and just used the old ones and just rewashed the, like, shitty ones. We had specific bags for room 209 of, like, kind of crappy looking sheets that we'd put through the wash that did not look good, but we would just give back to them because it was like, we do not want them running through all of our fucking shit, like, every single day. About 3 months into my work, not 3 months, about, like, 6 months into my working time, I've gotten used to it.
So
209
that's
has become,
13
like,
months in 209.
13 months in a hotel room that is, mind you, not a cheap hotel room.
Yeah.
They finally leave. They finally fucking leave.
Yeah?
And let me tell you, that room smelled fucking disgusting.
Oof.
It had the vague sense of what I can describe as a little bit of rotting meat and mainly old grandma.
I mean, there's a cat in there, so yeah.
Yeah, so think old grandma with a little bit of rotting meat. That's what that fucking room smelled like.
Yeah.
And it was bad enough that stains had gotten into the carpet and could not be removed. There was just a random deep red stain in one of the corners that we couldn't get rid of, and we don't know where it came from, and we don't know if it was blood. It was just there.
Yeah.
Anyways, TLDR.
You said they had a living cat?
They had a living cat, yes, an actual fucking cat.
Did they leave the cat
And
behind?
did they bring in any guests?
We are not able to classify that because, you know, safety reasons and all. We don't know.
True.
But no, it's just a random, like, red stain that was there. And we couldn't get it out, so we had to, and I'm not kidding, rip up all of the fucking carpet and get it replaced.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. So,
I mean,
that sounds like a
surely-
crime scene. Like, they were doing some sus shit in there, and the employees couldn't do anything because it's like,
yeah, like,
we can put up with this bullshit, and whatever's happening here is beyond your pay grade.
Literally, a joke around the entire fucking workspace was like, oh yeah, like, we need to kick them out. Like, we should kick them out at this point.
Yeah, no, I feel like there should be, like, some sort of, like, higher up whose job is to now sue them because of the damages.
We've talked to them, and apparently we can't fucking find them. We have paperwork on them. We could, but we can't fucking get in contact with the people who lived in the room for some fucking reason.
Have they just moved to another hotel?
They've either moved to another hotel or dropped off the face of the fucking earth.
I bet they've moved to another hotel.
That's crazy.
Do you think that
That's
they're
fucking
like they're just like incredibly high-ranking like crime bosses, and they just move from hotel to hotel so that they aren't trackable?
I fucking wish, but we apparently one of the housekeepers was able to overhear something, and this is the only bit of information we've got from them. Apparently, the guy who, like, fucking pays for the hotel is, like, a really high-ranking Navy SEAL officer and gets paid really, really, really high cash for when he, like, served in the military, which is why he's able to pay off the hotel. But, like, at that point, just rent a fucking, like, it's like
cheaper.
$300, $700
buy a
a
house.
night. Rent a fucking apartment.
Though, I mean, to be fair, it would be very
Oh no!
funny.
The reason why you'd want to get a hotel is because it's temporary. But why stay there for 7 goddamn months?
No, 13 months.
Not 7, 13 months. Over a year in a hotel.
My God.
I feel like that would be like a YouTube video title. I lived the last year of my life in a hotel room.
Yes. Don't, Mr. Beast, if you hear that, don't fucking do that. Those housekeepers will fucking hate you.
Don't do it, because I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna make good rapport with the housekeepers.
You better like leave them tips
Oh,
for like
no,
cleaning
obviously.
then.
I mean, also, if
Like,
I
yeah.
were to do it, I probably wouldn't make
Mhm.
messes like those people did.
Or keep a live animal there, yeah.
Yeah, I think what I'd mostly be doing is, like, I'd set up a computer and I'd work.
Yeah. Oh, another thing to add on to it.
Mm-hmm.
Every single time the housekeepers were in the room for cleaning or generally just around it,
Yeah.
we never saw that cat outside its cage.
Oh.
We never saw that cat outside of its like little kennel.
Ah.
So it became a running joke with me and one of my coworkers of like, yeah, let's just kidnap the cat at this point. Like it's not it is not happy where it is probably. Let's like yeah.
That's why I was like, did they leave the cat behind? Do you have the cat now?
I can't legally disclose that. I'm sorry.
That implies that yes.
No,
Can't
hotel
disclose
rules.
that because
No,
you
no,
have the
that,
cat.
that implies
I
that
can't
that
disclose
cat
that 'cause
was
it's
left
hotel
behind.
rules.
Because-
Oh no, the cat was not left behind. Genuinely.
Okay, that was what I was asking.
Yeah, no. The cat was not left behind. It was taken with.
Why wouldn't you be able to?
but-
You've disclosed that people have left things behind before.
Yeah, fair point. I thought you meant more like, oh, did you steal the cat? And I was like, oh, I'm gonna make a joke about that.
No,
that'd be funny.
was the cat left
Um,
behind? And did
The cat was not left behind.
Did they do the whole like hotel auction to decide who gets to keep the cat?
If that actually happened, then yeah, probably the hotel would hold an auction for that cat because everybody loved that cat.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was such a cute looking cat.
Mhm, yeah.
A fucking pure white, green-eyed
Ooh,
cat that looks
literally
just
me.
adorable. Literally.
Oh!
No, we have actually had stuff basically like depending on what it was. Oh no, I'm just remembering hotel stories now. I'm
Mhm.
so sorry.
Don't worry.
I've got here's another one. I wasn't here for this, but my coworker who's been there for several years passed it down.
Yeah.
There were some women who were holding a bachelorette party there.
Yeah.
And the thing you have to remember about bachelorette parties in America is that number one, it's very big and loud. Number two,
Yeah.
it's very like overdone. And number three, all the women that are there are very horny. Like all
Yeah.
of them are very horny. So
Yeah.
apparently they went into this hotel room. There was glitter fucking everywhere.
Oh.
There was glitter and fucking like blue stains everywhere. They had cupcakes there that apparently you could fill with alcohol from a syringe, which apparently was really good for my coworker.
Ooh.
Apparently they were very tasty.
Yeah.
But it was literally you could like fill like it with like a shot of alcohol. Apparently it was very yummy.
That sounds like my kind of
But
party.
the word it does honestly, but there was one thing. There were two things. Number one, the glitter was fucking everywhere and you could not get it out of the walls.
Out
no
of
matter
the
what.
walls.
And number
Oh no.
out of the wall. There was glitter on the walls, yeah.
I was thinking about the carpet, the fucking walls.
And carpet. Walls and carpet.
How?
But walls are like it's vertical. How can't you get glitter off a
So-
wall?
The thing is that our walls that we have, like a lot of hotels, have like you have your layer of wallpaper and then you have like a little layer of fabric over that wallpaper because it keeps in heat really well.
I've never
yeah.
seen that.
And also it's actually a surprising like common occurrence in hotels here in America at least.
Yeah.
Because it's very good at keeping heat in and then if it gets too hot, you've got like a super powered fucking like air conditioner right next
Yeah.
to your bed.
Yeah, we don't
Um,
have aircon here.
Yeah, no, that's another thing. Even with aircon, the fucking air conditioners in hotels are like super powered here. Okay, they can get a room cold in fucking minutes. It's scary.
I've
anyways.
seen air conditioners in the US.
That-
They're amazing.
That wasn't the worst thing because they were able to get the glitter out eventually.
Yeah.
By using like a lot of like sticky like epoxy stuff. Not epoxy. It was like something else. It was like stuff you
Probably
could use
just
to
I
clean
get it.
slime.
It was slimy
Yeah,
stuff,
like slime. There was another thing that was also thrown in that room a lot. Little confetti cocks.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, you want to know how I knew this, how I found out this story?
Because you found one?
Yeah.
I was cleaning a room and I looked underneath one of those like little TV things and I found a little confetti cock and went up to my fucking coworker and was like, "What the fuck is this about? Why is this here?" Yeah, they're still finding them to this day in our hotel. You can still find, if you look hard enough, little confetti cocks in like crevices.
Oh my god. Well, I think the moral of the story here today is don't slap your pinky toe with a wall. Chaos magic doesn't have any rules, and be nice to hotel staff.
Please be nice to them, please.
Any final thoughts from you guys?
I learned what a papaya was today.
Yeah. Papaya's pretty cool. What you, Misk?
They look cool.
I still hate papayas.
Good to know.
I will never get you a papaya then.
Yep.
Ah, fuck you. I'm never gonna give you a papaya. Get fucking wrecked, idiot.
I want a papaya though.
It's like bitchless but papayaless. Yeah,
Papayaless.
papayaless.
Okay, but what does papaya taste like to you?
I don't remember. I just know that it was tasted alright. It was a while ago.
Papaya tastes like I want to throw up. Papaya tastes like it's barely trying to be sweet or tart and ends up being neither, and also just too soft for the mouth.
Hold on. No, I know I set up this whole thing as in if it's like the end of the thing, but are you telling me that papaya tastes like your mouth producing saliva and the slight iron taste in the back of your throat? Then.
Yes.
That's a very strange flavor for something to have. How can something taste like... People in the comments, leave foods that you hate eating that taste bad to you.
Yeah.
I'm sure we could
if any
find
of you
some
say
very
banana, I
interesting
swear to
ones.
God.
I mean, some people don't like bananas. That's completely fair. But yeah, leave your least favorite, specifically fruit, then, because, well, you know, I mean, fruits, vegetables, nothing has any meaning. But leave that in the comments and tell us why, and we'll
I'll eat a banana out of spite.
Yeah, we'll eat them out of spite to just to say fuck you.
Yes.
We can enjoy these.
I have 7 billion bananas.